Hello everybody, Mark Wallstone here, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit about the Splashy from FireFly today. So let's get into it. Okay, first thing to note for the Splashy, when you take it down, it comes apart into three main pieces: the back, the seat, and the base that it goes into. I spent so much time fighting with this thing, trying to figure out how to put it back together after the first time I did it. So I'm gonna show you guys a trick here. Hopefully this helps somebody. If you look at the hinges here, you'll see that they have a rounded side and they have a flat side and they alternate. And those line up with the hinges on the back. And so the trick to putting this thing together easily is to line up those flat edges. If you just line those flat edges in, they slide together so easily, and you can just put it up like this and it's great. If you try to wrestle these in without lining up those flat edges, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be hard. So once you have the hinge on like that, it's pretty straightforward to put this thing together the rest of the way. This thing folds out and you'll see there's a little port on the bottom and a little port on the back, and they match up with a port on the back and another one on the bottom here. So we just slide the base in first, just like that, just clicked into place. And now we're just going to slide this on too. One thing to note here, if you look at this piece here, you'll see there's only one opening here. So when you put this on and take it off, it's a sliding motion, both for the base and the top. So like, for example, this base here, in order to detach it, there's this little pull cord. You have to pull this, and then you have to slide the base back to get it out of this opening. Okay, that's another thing that I wrestled with for way longer than I should have when I first put this together. But it goes together pretty easily once you get the hang of it. And it's pretty good. It's waterproof. It's nice and padded. You can see it does have the 5-point harness here. This is really key here. And there you go. You can bathe your kid. You can bring them to the pool. You can bring them to the beach, lakes, whatever you want. As long as you've got shallow enough water, your kid can be sitting in the splash. Now, I should say, while I'm talking about this thing, we do not use it for its intended purpose. This is advertised as a bathing chair for your kid. We do not have a bathtub in our house, so we don't use this for bathing. If you do have a bathtub in your house and you're wanting to use this thing, just make sure your bathtub's big enough. It's pretty big, actually. It's about the same width as my lap, so I would think any standard bathtub would be able to fit this thing. We actually got this for two reasons. We got this to use it at the pool, and we got it to use it at the beach. And the main issue with using it the way that we have used it is that it's just too bulky and too heavy. You saw those two pieces that I took it down, and that's pretty big. You can imagine walking a couple blocks to the beach trying to carry all of this while also pushing your kid to the beach or carrying them. It was a lot, and so unfortunately we haven't really used this much. I have heard from other parents who have this that they love it, especially parents who actually use it for its intended purposes and use it in the bathtub. I hear it's great. We tried using it in a kiddie pool for our daughter too, and it was almost like the same size as the baby pool we had, so that was kind of a disappointment too. It is very secure. We have used it at other times for just playing on the floor. You know, we had our daughter playing with our other daughter with some blocks at a low table using this, and it worked really well for that. I would say if that's your goal, though, just go for FireFly's Gotta Go. That's probably a better choice than this. But if you're trying to get your kid to the pool or take a bath or whatever, I have heard from other parents that this thing is fantastic. We just haven't been able to find a real use for it just because it's not very portable. Now, I should also mention, if you are looking for a chair for your child to take baths specifically in, this would probably be your best bet. When we talked to our insurance company and we looked at their options for bath chairs, pretty much everything else on the market is meant for showers. Okay, and that's what we use at our house because we don't have a bathtub, like I said. We've got a shower chair for our daughter that was paid for by insurance. This was not. I was able to find this thing secondhand. So look around if that's your option. If you are going to use it for baths and you want your insurance to pay for it, one tip that I've heard online is to make sure that when your doctor or OT or whoever's writing the prescription for you or writing the form to try and get this covered by insurance, make sure they mention that it's essential that your child has a 5-point harness. As far as I know, this is the only bath chair out there that has the 5-point harness. Everything else just has a waist strap. And so I have seen parents online who have been able to get these covered by insurance, and that seems to be the key, making sure that it's included in the script that your child needs a 5-point harness for stability and to keep them safe in the tub. So that's kind of a little trick if you want insurance to cover this. Hopefully it works for you. So overall, the Splashy seems like a really great product. It's really sturdy, really stable. As you can see here, obviously it's waterproof. That's kind of its main job. Super easy to clean. It's very adjustable. You can see all these little dots here. So you can raise these shoulder straps. I mean, I'm sitting next to this thing here. This will grow with your child for quite a while if you get it. Looks like I might even be able to fit on this. I don't know. Very adjustable. It's got these little bumpers on it so that your kid doesn't tip side to side. It's got the 5-point harness, like I said. Main drawback is that it's not very portable. I know that's not its intended use, so maybe I shouldn't hold that against it too much. But anyway, there you go. That is the FireFly Splashy. Hopefully you found this to be helpful.